At her door, she stopped abruptly. I can manage from here, she said, stepping back. He raised an eyebrow, amusement flickering across his face. You're stubborn, he said, voice low, teasing, but edged with something darker. She glared, but couldn't suppress the shiver running down her spine. Before she could retreat completely, he offered a faint smile and vanished into the night, leaving her alone but not at peace. She leaned against her door, heart hammering, mind spinning. He had entered her life like a storm she didn't invite, and yet, she couldn't stop thinking about him. From the shadows, he watched her disappear behind the door. His jaw tightened. She had evaded him once, but he knew the game had just begun. There was a spark between them, raw, dangerous, intoxicating. He whispered under his breath, almost to himself, no one else touches her. And with that, he melted into the night, already planning his next move. She couldn't sleep that night. Every sound of the city, the distant sirens, the rumble of traffic kept her on edge. Yet beneath the fear, there was a thrill she couldn't explain. She had met danger, but in danger, she had also glimpsed protection, obsession, and something wild and magnetic that terrified her even as it drew her in. Her mind replayed his smirk, his dark eyes, the way he had taken control without asking permission. She told herself she hated him, but somewhere deep down, she wasn't so sure. The next night, she walked carefully, glancing over her shoulder. She didn't want to see him, and yet, the memory of his presence lingered like smoke. She knew the city had its dangers, and she knew she had barely escaped, but part of her part she refused to acknowledge wanted to see him again, wanted the thrill of that forbidden attention. Little did she know, he was already watching, plotting, and ready to intervene the moment she faltered. Just as she rounded a corner, a shadow lunged toward her, hands reaching, intent clear. Fear froze her for a heartbeat, but he was there before she could scream. His fist collided with the attacker's jaw, sending him sprawling into a puddle. She stumbled back, shaken, heart racing. He grabbed her arm gently. Are you okay? His voice was a low rumble, commanding and protective. Her breath hitched. For the first time, she couldn't deny that she needed him even if she refused to admit it aloud. He walked her to her apartment, rain dripping off his coat. She pulled back at the door. I'm fine, she said, but the tremor in her hands betrayed her. He didn't argue, only watched her, dark eyes softening for a fleeting second. That night, she couldn't sleep. Every sound, the distant sirens, a barking dog, made her heart race. Somewhere in the shadows, he watched, ensuring she was safe without her knowing. His obsession was quiet, deadly, and protective.